Hello everyone, welcome, my name is Brian, and we're going to be doing some Rainbow Six Siege situations today. In this episode we will be doing the first one with IQ, the first of the GSG-9 operatives, and it's going to be called the Neutralize Cell, and we're going to be doing this as usual on normal difficulty. Let's get into it.
You have operational clearance to eliminate a high-value target on American soil. This group is highly trained, well-funded, and has access to military-grade ordnance. They are fanatical and have no concern for their own personal safety. They have heavily fortified the area with traps and explosives designed to destroy any trace of their organization. For this situation, IQ will be deployed. She can detect electrical signals with her red Make 3 Spectre.
And let's get into it. First thing we want to do is we want to take out this guy on the roof. Now there's only 2 enemies outside during this entire mission. That was the first one. We won't be seeing the other one until quite a bit later, so you don't have to worry about you being spotted while coming from this side. First thing you want to do is equip your red Mark 3, not the Make 3 like she mentioned in the trailer. It's called a Mark 3 because that's usually how designations are. Take out the first 2. Now leave this hallway undisturbed for now because we will have a enemy with a bomb vest coming down. This normal user normally does not come down here. So that normal opponent that standard enemy does not usually traverse this hallway. I don't know specifically why he came down during this recording, but for whatever reason he did, and I'll explain where he normally is when we get to that point. Take out the rest of these. Use your Spectre in order to make sure you cleared all of the explosives. There's only going to be a limited number of them. And they're not going to be around the corner like you have to shoot through walls or anything like that, so don't worry too much, but just use it to keep an eye on it. I've played this plenty of times in order to get that guy who's sitting behind a little table that's overturned. Basically, if you crouch in the corner of the wash basket and aim for the lower left-hand corner of the yellow X on the right-hand side, usually you'll be able to get him. So just kind of being aware of your surroundings is very important for this level. There is only one enemy that has a bomb vest, so you don't have to worry too much about having, your eyes on a swivel, but just be aware where these enemies are. Now, we have this guy in the kitchen. There's supposed to be a second a second enemy in that kitchen, and that's supposed to be behind the black ballistic shield right there. However, that was the enemy that came around the corner in this first hallway encounter, and I don't really know why his AI decided to do that. Normally it doesn't, but I can't really explain why it chose to do that. AI in this game is either really, really accurate or really, really, really dumb. So there are a couple bombs in the kitchen, so just be aware of that. If you get too close to them, they will automatically detonate. It's not someone watching and waiting. They're basically proximity based. So take them out. There's only 2, one on the pot, one on the cabinet, and they're all roughly in the same spot. Like there's that one in the laundry room and only one in the laundry room. Since that enemy did come around the corner, I'm keeping my head a little bit more aware. There's going to be one guy in the lobby here, and there's going to be this whole workshop full of bombs. We'll get to that in a little bit. One terrorist through the wall there. There is a second that's going to come out of this wall because we shot his buddy. So let's get the bomb. There's 3 in this corner, 3 bombs in this corner. One there, one on the floor, and then one on the side wall that we can't shoot through. So we're going to duck back into the kitchen, reload, and our friend is going to come out. So give him a little greeting. Go in the right-hand door through this double door. Be careful of this bomb there. You don't want to get blown up by a nitro cell. And he's going to be hiding behind those cabinets and tables. There's only those 3 enemies in that room, so normally when you play through this enough times, you'll get an idea of where these enemies' placements are, how they operate, and like I said, sometimes it changes. It's not always the same, but normally it is. So you don't have to worry too much about it being completely randomized or anything like that. So take out you can basically take out the nitro cells. It's free points. It can't hurt. I'm refilling my supplies at this point. I suggest you do the same. That way you don't have to worry about running out of ammo. There's only 4 enemies. They're all standard terrorists. They're not, bomb vests or shielded enemies or anything of that nature. So you don't have to worry too much about ammo, but better safe than sorry, just in case you're a player who likes to hose down their opponents rather than using precise single shot or burst fire or something of that nature. Now, in this room, we're going to see that there are a lot of Nitro Cells. However, the Nitro Cell hit detection is a little wonky, particularly with this one right here on this pillar. I can't hit it for the life of me, even though I'm aiming right at it. Shifting doesn't work, so I have to get really obviously in line with it before it actually gets destroyed. In the lobby area, there's 2 Nitro Cells, one in the generator, one on the right-hand side wall. So all we have to do is make our way upstairs, keep an eye out where the enemies are, check your corners, make sure that you don't get flanked. There isn't anyone in this room. When I played through it, there sometimes can be, normally not though. Throw out a drone. That way you can get a better perspective on where the enemies are. Now this is where I made a crucial error. So I tagged one enemy. There's 4 enemies remaining at this point. So there's one enemy in the room, and there's one enemy in this bedroom on the left-hand side, and there is another enemy in this kid's room on the right. So I just want to double check to make sure there are no enemies hidden in weird corners or anything like that. But there's only those 3, and I'm wondering where the 4th one is. So that's getting me a little worried. So just be aware that they may be moving or something like that. But in all reality, he's outside on that balcony, and that's the second opponent that's outside. So when I mentioned at the beginning of the video there's going to be 2 outside, the one on the roof is the first, and then the one on the balcony is the second. So we have him coming through, second coming through, and then the third guy from the balcony is now in the bedroom immediately through that wall with a shotgun. So keep that in mind, be careful, check your corners, double check with your drone to go outside, make sure that there is actually an opponent there rather than just guessing or finding out the hard way like I did. So let me know what your score was, how well you did. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. I thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys next time with situation number 8, no intel. Thanks. Bye.